Assalamu alaikum and good day. Thank you for joining us today for our agent briefing for Nad Al Sheba Garden Phase 3. With your support, we did a successful launch for Nad Al Sheba Garden 2, and now we are ready to introduce Nad Al Sheba Garden 3. Now I will introduce you to our colleague from development team, our executive director, Mr. Tom.
Thanks, Marwan. Good day, everyone. My name's Tom Croot, and it's my pleasure today to announce Nad Al Sheba Gardens Phase 3. So I've got three key elements to take you through today. The first is location, second is the overall concept of the master plan, and then the third is the layouts and typologies. So we'll start with the city map. You can see the proximity close to everything. We've got the green box in the middle, 2 minutes to the Al Ain Road, 5 minutes to the Meydan racetrack, and then 10 minutes to downtown and Dubai Hills Estate Mall, 15 minutes to the Dubai International Airport. So here's an aerial shot here showing the master plan looking across the Meydan racetrack towards the downtown. So very good proximity to everything. So we've got the master plan on the screen here. In the red box, it shows the master plan of Nad Al Sheba Gardens. So you can see from the master plan, we've got lots of green belts and resort-style roads all the way through, which is very different to some of the other communities we've used before. So instead of having this sort of grid system, it's more free-flowing and grid lines. So in the top right-hand corner, we've got Phase 2, which we launched earlier on this year in March. And then beneath that is Cluster 3 that we're launching. So when you look at the master plan, you can see in the central spine, you can see schools, you can see lots of sporting fields. And we've tried to really activate the community by doing this. So the idea is that we're going to have everyone in the community that has quick access to the green belts. They can go and access the schools, and we're trying to get away from the car traffic as much as possible. Wherever we do have the traffic, we're using windy roads just to keep the traffic a bit slower to activate the community. So here's a zoom in showing Phase 3. So one of the things that was very well received in the Phase 2 launch was the pocket parks and the green spaces and the buffer zones. So you can see we've used the same approach here in Phase 3. So in the top left-hand corner of the screen, you can see the clubhouse. So we've got the clubhouse and swimming pool there. On the very top side of the plot, we've got a big buffer zone, and on the left, we've got a buffer zone. So all of the premium units are looking over the buffer zone. And then in the middle, we've got a park. So in the park, again, we're going to have the big 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom villas there. One thing to note in Phase 2 that was launched earlier in the year is there's a retail component part of that. So the retail component will be ready when Phase 2 is handed over. So that's a big benefit for this cluster as well. So I've put this typology on the screen just to show you the differences. So some of the other communities in Dubai, we've used just villas or just townhouses. So as you can see here, we've got a combination of townhouses, semi-detached, 4-bed and 5-bed villas. So the important thing about this project is the lifestyle and the livability. So I'll start with some of the community renders. So this is a view of the clubhouse. So the kids' swimming pool will have an adult's swimming pool, a lot of outdoor seating, and we're really trying to promote that livability of the community. So it's a very social place. So here's one of the pocket parks that I mentioned before. So the difference between this and some of the other communities is these pockets of landscape space. So instead of having a sort of a main road and then boundary walls at the front, the landscaping is going into the front yards and also in these pocket zones. So it gives a really nice, lush feeling to the community. Another one of these street views. So again, low speed traffic. So you'll see kids playing and a lot of landscaping. Another view here of the streetscape. Here we've put in the render, we've put some kids walking back from school. As I mentioned, there'll be an anchor school in the central plot. So there'll be a lot of, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who purchase here to get access to the schools, and then kids will walk in the green belt to get good access to the schools. We've got an aerial view here showing the pocket parks. So again, a lot of greenery. You'll have people sitting out in the gardens, someone sitting out in the pocket parks reading books. Again, low speed traffic and very, very livable. Here's another view of the landscaping. So again, we'll use high-end finishes for the landscaping, for the hardscape. Softscapes, we're going to use a lot of mature trees just to give a nice feel to the community. And then we'll start with the first of our typology. So the first one I want to take you through is the detached large villas. So these are 5-bed plus family. Again, very different to what's been done before in Dubai. So you can see the pitched roof, you can see a lot of natural stone on the facade, and we've used a lot of vertical timber strips. We won't use timber, but we'll use some long-serving products that are tried and tested in the region. So here's a view from the garden side. So when you're looking across from the garden, as I said, the premium villas will be overlooking the buffer zones. So rather than putting in boundary walls and blocking the rear garden in, we'll use some it's lower boundary walls with some metal fences, just so you get this nice open feeling throughout. You can see with the pitched roofs, we'll also have some areas for openings, just to let some natural light in. So here's a view of the interiors for the 5-bed plus family. You can see nice big living space with double volume space, sleek staircase, and then in the rear you can see the kitchen. So we call that the front of house kitchen. And again, all of the big villas have got lifts. It's a view from the master bedroom, floor to ceiling glass to let natural light in. Over to the master bathroom. All the master bathrooms have got the large bathtub. We've got double wash basins. And then here's a layout on the screen. So you can see massive plots. One of the requests that we had after the launch of phase 2 was for the large villas to be on even bigger plots. So all the plots are on a minimum of 7,500 square feet. So they're enormous plots. As you can see in the layout, we've got a grease kitchen, which is more like from the service area, and then we've got the front of house kitchen, massive living space, dining, and then we've got the bedrooms and family rooms on level 1 and level 2. Here's our option for the 4-bed plus family, which we call type B. Again, same design language for the facade, but on this one we've got a lot more stone on the facade. Vertical strips, wherever we've got MEP equipment, we've blocked it with vertical timber strips just to give a nice feel to it. You can see in the front of the screen, you can see the landscaping here. So this will not be blocked by boundary walls. This will be open. So whenever you're driving through, you're going to see all of this nice landscape in the front yards. So this is very different to what's been done before in Dubai. We think it's a real benefit to the community. Here's a view from the rear garden. You can see floor to ceiling glass, the G+2. We put provisions in for the landscaping or the planter boxes on the top, just to give that nice greenery throughout. Here's a view from in the detached 4-bed living space, well-equipped kitchen. You can see the lift on the left-hand side. And then the master bedroom. You can see the master bedrooms. We've gone for that theme of floor to ceiling glass. So you've open the curtains in the morning, you've got that nice greenery that you can look out to. And here's the master bathroom with the bathtub and the double wash basin. And then in the layout here, you can see the layout here. We've got a huge amount of space on the right-hand side of the screen and a big rear garden. The bedrooms we've put on level 1 and level 2. And then we've got some example for the medium villas. So when we look at the medium villas, again, similar to design language, but different again, less natural stone, but keeping that same vertical timber elements. You can see in this community, different to others, is the garage doors. So the garage doors will be part of the developer obligation, and these will be provided. So this will give a nice sort of neat, clean feeling to the development. So these will be shut most of the time. Just to block off and just give a nice feel to the community. Here's a view from the street, from the garden view looking over. So you can see a lot of planter boxes all across that top floor, floor to ceiling glass. And then a view from the living space. So you can see that double volume space, the sleek stairs on the left, and then the well-equipped kitchen. In the kitchen, we'll be using a lot of natural stone and then high-end accessories. Again, the master bedroom with the floor to ceiling glass. And then the master bathroom, double wash basins, a nice big bathtub. Okay, and then here's the layout. Again, plenty of space here. On this one, we've got just the maid's room, the kitchen on the lower level. Everywhere we've got the dining space. It's a big open area, plenty of space. You can see in the plot here, plenty of space on the rear garden and the side garden. And then also we've got the bedrooms on level 1 and level 2. Semi-detached, these were very popular last time. So we'll have a look at this render here. On the left-hand side is one unit, on the right-hand side is another unit. So semi-detached units, again, vertical timber strips, a lot of glass. You can see the nice big timber front door and very private entrances. Some of the other semi-detached might have entrances together. These are separate just to keep some privacy for the villas. Plenty of space on the side, on the side of the semi-detached, as you can see in the right-hand side. And then here's a view of the double volume space. So you can see you've got double volume space. You've got a nice big, sliding glass door, and then you've also got glass above that. So as soon as you walk into these units, you're going to be met with plenty of natural light. You'll see all of the nice gardens outside. So I think they're really special. Here's a view of the semi-detached master bedroom, master bathroom, the double wash basin, the big bathtub, and then here's the layout. So you can see plenty of space. Nice big entry lobby. The lift is also in the semi-detached in the G+2s. Big living space. You can see the huge size of the rear garden here. And then we've got townhouses, which were very popular. So I'm going to show you the G+2 townhouse. So you can see very different to other townhouses in the market. We've got the pitched roof. You can see the top of the screen. Openings to let natural light in. You can see the planter boxes on the front. And then a lot of separation. Even though they're townhouses, we like to keep them very separate just to keep a bit of privacy. Here's a view from the garden side. So plenty of space in the rear garden. Again, you can see the natural light coming through in the pitched roof. And then this is an example of the living space in the townhouse. So again, sleek staircase, which is kept right away from the entrance. So as soon as you walk in, you get this nice feeling of openness inside the townhouse. And then you can see the kitchen, well-equipped kitchen with high-end stones and timber veneers in the kitchen. Here's a view from the master bedroom, master bathroom, and then here's the layout for the G+2. So you can see plenty of space in the G+2, maid's room on the lower level, staircase on the right-hand side. So you're not losing a lot of space with these circular staircases. So it's the staircase is coming above you as you walk in for the openness. You've got double volume space in the G+2 townhouse, and then you've got the bedrooms on the first floor and second floor. Okay, finally, I've got a layout of the G+1s. Now, these were quite popular in the last launch. So this is the G+1 townhouse. So we think this is a really good use of space. We followed the same staircase configuration, single volume space in the living space, a nice big open rear garden, and then we've got the 3 bedrooms up on level 1. So that concludes the technical presentation. I'm going to pass over to Marwan Al-Kindi to take you through the price and the payment plan.
Thank you, Tom. And now about the date of the launch and the timing of Nad Al Sheba Garden Phase 3. The date, it will be on 18th of October, and the venue will be at Coca-Cola Arena. And the actual sale will start at 9 o'clock morning sharp. The payment plan, as you see, 50% during construction and 50% on handover. 10% down payment on booking date. And the customer need to pay only 2% DLD registration.